It's a red letter day, Day 10 on MicroTech, where we close out this series on trying to see if there's enough gameplay around a single planetary body to keep a person busy and interested, and at least somewhat funded, before feeling like they have to move on. And it's a day where we go back to the roots of where this whole YouTube channel started. So each day, we've been performing a different gameplay activity, all centered around a single planet. To keep with this planet-centric experience, we've limited our range to just the planet of MicroTech and its immediate moons. So everything in this entire series has all happened at MicroTech. Even though it's days on MicroTech, the actual filming and editing took much longer than that in order to put together an entertaining and informative series.
That's what this channel is really all about, providing information in what is hopefully an entertaining format.
That's exactly right, Mobi. And for those watching that don't know about Mobi, my AI companion, you can check out the Mobi origin video that's linked in the description.
So, exactly what is it we're going to do on our final day at MicroTech?
We're going to dip our toe a little bit into the darker side of the game.
Is the dark side stronger?
And see what kind of smuggling is available here at MicroTech.
I'm calling the authorities.
Whoa, now, hold on a minute. I'm taking a mission that's been presented to us in-game right here under my personal tab. There's a delivery mission that's going to take us to a series of locations and have us move some packages. I mean, if it's offered to me here in-game, how bad can it be?
How bad do you want it to be?
I guess that's what we're here to find out. We'll execute this mission, see where it leads, and find out from there. It's all in the name of science.
All right. We'll do it for science.
Okay, so first, we're going to Bud's Growery. It's a marked location that normally sells food-related products, but there's apparently a package there I need to pick up and deliver. So far, so good. Now we're on our way to Raven's Roost to drop it off and continue the sequence. It's a location that's not marked on the map, so we'll need to quantum to the closest location and fly in from there. The mission stated there was a flat fee of 6,000 credits plus bonuses. And I see here we just got a little 500 credit bonus for dropping off the first package. Now we'll grab the second one and we're off to a place called Necropolis. It's also an unmarked location if you don't have a mission, but we should get there no problem with the 315p. Alright, second package delivered with a 1,000 credit bonus. And now they've provided us with a final delivery that we'll just stow on our person and take back to Port Tressler. Alright, so I was a little nervous about delivering that back to Port Tressler because there's police everywhere, but it didn't seem to cause us a problem. And not only did we get paid the 6,000 credits to complete the mission sequence, we got a final drop-off bonus of 2,000 credits. So this particular mission wound up paying really well for a total of 9,500 credits.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good!
And what I also noticed is that it gave an invitation and opened up the ability to go see mission giver Wallace Kilm at Grimhex. But for right now, there's still a fair bit I want to try out with the smuggling right here at MicroTech, so we'll just keep that mission giver in our back pocket. What also happened is that another delivery mission immediately showed that's similar to the first one, but takes us to a new location called Outpost 54. Let's run this mission sequence again and see how that turns out. Okay, so the results were about the same. We got the same mission payout and still no trouble from the police. But again, it's revealed another variant of this same delivery mission that takes us to another new location called the Devil and Scrap and Salvage. So we'll execute that and see how we do. Alright, so that was another successful run with these sketchy delivery packages, with good payout, and short hops right here between MicroTech and its moons. And it also looks like this mission keeps refreshing in my Mobi glass, so we can continue doing this sequence over and over. Let's run this a few times and see what happens.
While Earth was running the mission sequence, several events occurred. 1. A pattern started to form where we would go from Budsgrowy to Raven Roost on every occasion, but from there, it would branch to one of 3 different locations, and merged back together for a final delivery at Port Tressler, though the exact drop-off at the station did vary. 2nd, we randomly met up with another player at Budsgrowy whose ship had been blown away by the severe storms. We teamed up with him, and helped him deliver his packages for the next few stops. Interestingly, he was on a similar mission sequence like us, but he had received his missions directly from Wallace Kilm, and rather than delivering his final packages to Port Tressler, he was dropping off at New Babbage. 3rd, Earth foolishly had a very old fine he had not paid, and when he decided to finish landing when asked to stop, they applied a second fine, which resulted in a level 1 crime rating. The station started shooting at us, and I backed up my hard drive fearing the worst. But we managed to get out of the situation unharmed, and paid fines in what was a total of 40,000 credits, which not only paid off his debt, but removed the crime rating. We are now returning back to the gameplay.
Since I've been doing these runs, and particularly the drops where I needed to maybe fly in from an orbital marker, I've been flying a little easy on the throttle, doing some coasting, and occasionally going decoupled. This has allowed the fuel scoops on this Origin ship to replenish quite a bit of the fuel. If we were doing designated smuggling, and maybe we're carrying a little crime rating, stopping to refuel just anywhere might not be that easy. But this ship is so fuel efficient, with a little careful piloting, I can keep this ship going almost indefinitely. So it's not a bad choice for someone wanting to do a little light smuggling. You know, Mobi, while we're here at Raven's Roost, I've got an idea.
What are you doing? Those commodities are illegal.
True, but we should explore this smuggling thing a little bit further.
You're going to get us arrested for sure.
Relax. Have I ever steered you wrong before?
Hey, it's me.
There's been exactly 36 incidents where you...
Okay, never mind. But I'm still going to purchase a few of these commodities and see where we might be able to sell them here at MicroTech. Alright, a couple of the other locations had similar commodities, but no place to sell. Let's finish this mission sequence and head back to Port Tressler for the final drop-off.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan your vehicle for security purposes. Please halt your vehicle and stand by.
Oh no, now you've done it.
It's okay, Mobi. Just be cool.
Fly casual.
I'm gonna stop, let them do their scan. If we're busted, we'll try to afterburn out of here.
I just know they're going to impound my hard drive and wipe my memory. This is awful.
Okay, thanks. You're clear to proceed.
Okay. I told you it was gonna work. No problem.
I can't believe it.
Sometimes you just have to have a little faith, or get lucky. There's 4 possibilities of why they let us go. 1, we didn't have a lot of the commodities, less than 1 SCU, so maybe there's a threshold below which you can smuggle small quantities and not get caught. 2, which is related to 1, each commodity that we had was less than 12 units, and if the game designers are letting folks pass with the mission boxes without issue, they hold 12 units, so maybe anything 12 or less won't be detected. And 3, it's possible that because we had the mission, it somehow superseded the cargo we were carrying and they let us go.
What was number 4?
We got lucky. But let's continue on and see if we can find some place that will buy these illegal goods.
We flew to several places around MicroTech, but none of the trade kiosks would buy the commodities. We were also stopped a total of 4 times by the authorities, and each time, they let us go. My circuits were starting to overheat from all the stress.
You know, Mobi, I've got one last idea.
What are we doing here back at Raven's Roost?
Just hang on.
You're buying more product. We're doomed.
Maybe, but in for a penny, in for a pound. Though I'm still a little cautious with my money. I've got my eye on a couple ships I'd like to save up for and buy in-game. Besides, I figured out where to sell these goods.
Thank goodness.
The solution was right in front of us all along. It's day 10 on MicroTech, and we don't have to stay here anymore.
I totally forgot.
You know, Mobi, when I started this series, I had no idea whether or not we'd find 10 different kind of things to do, and the duration of 10 days was completely random. I thought I might get into about day 4 and have to abandon. But what I discovered is that there's quite a bit to do if you just slow down a little bit and look for it. In fact, I wound up leaving a couple gameplay items on the table, plus a whole slew of different types of missions.
As for me, I will say it was a lot of fun doing all these different things in the game.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I even got to drive the Grey Cat Rock. I have a little follow-up question for you if you don't mind.
What's that?
Did you load up on these illegal commodities as the start to a new career, and more adventures as a smuggler?
Not saying it is, but I'm not saying it either. There's a lot for us to delve into with these deep dives into game experiences, and with CIG dropping more and more gameplay in with every patch, we'll just have to see where our ships take us and play it from there. It's going to be a big verse, and there's a lot of space to explore. And don't forget to check out the Readcast podcast available at the link in the description.